This is Matthew Fernandez with your tropical update on Hurricane Danielle. As of the 5 p.m. advisory, the maximum sustained winds are at 75 miles per hour, which is a weak Category 1. The system is moving to the west-northwest, a little faster at 17 miles per hour. The pressure of this system is at 987 millibars, which means the system is becoming a little bit better organized, and an eye is forming. The location of this system, if you're tracking this system at Hope with us, is at 15.4 north and 41.5 west. Now, as far as intensity forecasting goes for this system, the National Hurricane Center predicting that this could be a Cat 3, which is a major hurricane, as early as Wednesday, with winds of 115 miles plus. Now, the big question everybody's worrying about is where this system will go. Now, for right now, the National Hurricane Center is bringing the system, taking a little bit more of a northeasterly track and taking a sharp right turn and going to the northeast into the hurricane graveyard and missing Bermuda about by 200 miles. I'm predicting, because as I'm seeing right now, the system is moving to a little bit more to the south and to a little bit more in the west, and it will continue to do that until, let's say, about tomorrow, and then it will drift a little bit to the north, which will give it plenty of time, enough, so it can make those 200 miles and go towards Bermuda. That's what I'm predicting. I don't think this would be an impact to the Caribbean islands, or to the Florida, or to Georgia, but possibly as it crosses Bermuda, possibly even go to the Carolinas. But like I said, the system could throw us a curveball, like I've been saying in my last advisory. So the Caribbeans should keep an eye on this. But like I said, I don't think they're going to be too big of a deal. So just the following areas, Bermuda, the Carolinas, and Virginia should be the ones that are really watching the system closely. But again, everybody should be watching this system, because you never know. Mother Nature and hurricanes are unpredictable. Now we are watching another area of low pressure coming off the coast of Africa. That has a 40% chance of development. I'm giving it about a 60% chance, of my opinion, just because I can't find the center of circulation, and it's looking well better organized, and the system is moving into the warm waters of the Atlantic, so we could be dealing with another formation there. If that does develop, I'm thinking this system could become a tropical depression, or possibly a hurricane, which would be ill if it does develop. Now, you need to keep logging on to firsthandweather.com and click on the Hurricane Central for maps, cone of uncertainties, watches and warnings, and your official National Hurricane Center advisory. But as for now, this is kind of a waiting game for now as to where this system will go, as it is still far in the Atlantic. But Bermuda, I'm going to say it once again, Bermuda and the Carolinas and Virginia should keep a close eye on this system. I really don't think this system will make it to the Caribbeans or the Florida East Coast. Now, the Caribbeans, the Bahamas, and all of the Florida East Coast and Bermuda should be keeping an eye on that tropical depression forming out of the Atlantic. We are getting into the peak of hurricane season, like I said, folks, from the last advisory. Like I said, we're already dealing with a possible second depression as early as tonight or going into tomorrow, so you can't let your guard down. So you got to get prepared and be ready for a very, very active Atlantic and Caribbean hurricane season. Thank you, and make sure you keep logging on to www.firsthandweather.com for your breaking news alerts. Thank you, and this is Hurricane Expert Matthew Fernandez with firsthandweather.com. Stay safe, everybody.